You're a warrior. Are you showing the world how strong you are? Or are you letting the world know that you don't have to flex your muscles to prove yourself? Most people think that power is shown by how loud and how aggressively you can speak, by how much stuff you can buy, by how big of a house you have, by the expensive clothes you wear. They equate power with noise. True power is quiet. You learn to hold it without noise. That's what this symbol represents. This is the still point. This is where your power comes from. This is where the Stoics drew their strength. How many times have you been in a situation where someone was trying to provoke you, trying to get you to say something, trying to get you to lose your cool? How many times have you been in a situation where someone was trying to impress you by flexing their muscles, by talking loudly, by acting like a fool, so that everyone around them could see how tough they are? I'm guessing it's happened to all of us. Most of us probably responded in kind. We talked back, yelled at the person. We did what we could to show them that we weren't going to be intimidated. But the Stoics knew there was another way, a better way, the way of the still point, the way of the quiet and steady force. They knew that true power comes not from talking loudly, or from showing off, or from impressing people, but from being strong and still like a rock. It's not about how much noise you make. It's about how much you can control yourself. One of my favorite stories about the Stoics is the story of the philosopher Epictetus. He was a former slave who became one of the most influential Stoics of all time. He was born in Greece in about 120 AD, but he didn't become free until he was about 30 years old. And when he was freed, he wasn't set free because someone felt sorry for him. No, he was set free because he earned his freedom by being strong and still like a rock. One day, while he was still a slave, he was carrying a pot of water for his master. And as he was walking along, one of the servants bumped into him and knocked the pot out of his hands. The pot fell to the ground and broke, and Epictetus was covered in hot water. What would you have done in that situation? Would you have gotten angry? Would you have yelled at the servant? Of course you would have. But Epictetus didn't. He didn't say a word. He didn't make a sound. Just picked up the pieces of the pot and walked away. Now you might think that's a small story. It's actually a big story because it shows us what the Stoics were all about. It shows us that true power comes not from how much noise you make, but from how much you can control yourself. When you can stay calm and still in the face of adversity, that's when you're at your most powerful. That's when you become like a rock, unshakable and unbreakable. The Stoics believe that everyone should strive to live a life of virtue and wisdom. They believe that we should be like rocks, always calm and still, no matter what happens around us. And they believe that true power comes from being able to control ourselves. When we let our emotions get the best of us, when we let our anger or frustration or fear control us, we become like puppets. We're at the mercy of our emotions. But when we can stay calm and still, when we can keep our emotions in check, that's when we become truly free. That's when we become truly powerful. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where someone is trying to provoke you, trying to get you to lose your cool, remember the story of Epictetus. Remember the power of the still point. Don't make a lot of noise. Just be still, and let your power come from that. Don't flex your muscles. Let your strength come from within. Don't talk loudly. Let your voice be calm and steady like a rock. That's where your power comes from. That's where the Stoics drew their strength. If you want to learn more about Stoic philosophy, don't forget to follow. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more truths and wisdom.